guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Now this is a rooftop restaurant that I built on the rooftop of our building number 4. This is the project name of the whole building. It's part of my Willow Creek Campus, and I called it number 4 since it's the 4th building that I built in the shopping district of our Willow Creek Campus. If you don't know what the Willow Creek Campus is, I try to build lots and lots of buildings and lots to create Willow Creek Campus, where we can finally play with our Sims to pretend that we are students, and with faculties and dorm rooms and all that kind of stuff that you need to have a campus or university. And I thought it would be really cool to finally finish our building number 4, which is in a shopping district and has lots and lots of various different shops and retails and studios and all that kind of stuff. And this is on the top of this house. And finally our students can go and visit a restaurant. So yeah, here it is. So basically I didn't do the roofing and everything of this house yet, because I knew that I wanted to have the roof structure that the other buildings next to it also have. So a red roof was absolutely necessary to keep the final look of the whole neighborhood there. And also I wanted to have something that the light can still come in, so I left a big gap into this roof, which is something that you can see on the building to the next one, so in the 3rd row. And it has a yard, so that building has a yard, and I thought maybe we can reconstruct or redo the roof as if it would have a yard, but now there's a rooftop restaurant on it. So I really liked it. Also kind of gave me this Greek temple vibe in my opinion, but I wanted to have it look really modern and renovated, since the whole building looks pretty in this Baroque Victorian style, very European, since I wanted to have the whole neighborhood to look very European. But usually lots of these houses get renovated a lot and have lots of modern elements, and I wanted to do this here too. So I fiddled around a little bit with the columns, so it's basically a huge open space. And also I wanted to create something with lots of windows, or at least glass walls, something like this, to make it look a little bit more separated and to give your Sims, when they are eating there, some privacy and kind of a enclosed, comfy feel, but still have the very modern aspect of this build, and to make it look really chic and fancy kinda. So I started to demolish the whole rooftop and just went with this atrium style in my opinion, and I tried to fix the other roofs all around it so it looks kind of coherent. But after I've done the whole rooftop restaurant, I can now say that I finally have the whole look of the house, the exterior look of the house, since the other shops and retail studios and all that kind of stuff didn't affect it, of course. But yeah, like this I finally could make it look like the other houses next to it, but still of course a little bit different and a little bit more modernized in my opinion. So I stacked some of these tiny little gabled roofs in there to kind of copy the style of the other houses next to it. And I used various sizes here, and yeah, they all have little window in there. Of course they are not functional, but I thought, since this is really normal in restoration, that you try to keep the whole structure of the house, but if you're renovating, of course some stuff become a little bit redundant, and this is something that I wanted to do here too. Maybe it looks weird for you, but this is actually how some houses look like here in Germany now. Of course we don't have these open rooftops, since yeah, we have lots of rain and snow, so this is nothing that would maybe work here. But I've seen something like this, for example, in Spain, where my parents live, so don't judge me. This is something that is a real thing. So I know that lots and lots of you are from the United States, and I know that this kind of house style is maybe not the same where you are. But yeah, this Baroque houses, there are a lot of them. Lots of them got maybe demolished, but if you are in the inner city, they all have this still the same facade, but are very modernized in the interior, which is something that I really like. I like this clash of different architectural time zones and eras all in one building. It's something that I really like, and it also tells a little story about the whole house, what it has happened there, and how it kind of gets other purposes in like the life of the whole house. So this is something that I always wanted to do. And yeah, I was really glad that it kind of worked. Well, I think and hope that it worked. I really hope that you like this one. So after I've done like the whole columns and the roofs, I started to do the inner structure. Like I said, I wanted to have like a really open space that is only partially covered with or from this roof. But this made it happen so I can use some, for example, some ceiling lamps and other decorations that would be necessary if you have like a ceiling or something like that. And yeah, I wanted to do something like this as well. So I could have like the best of both worlds, kinda. But also use these windows so your Sims that are sitting maybe inside in the atrium during night, they can look at the stars or something, or enjoy the sun, but still can look outside like around the whole rooftop, which is something that I really liked. And after I had this huge gap there in the roof, I still decided that they would have maybe something that gives a little bit of shade. So I started to use these, I guess they are from Get to Work, but I'm not sure, these small little fences to create something that maybe could be a glass roof, but also could only be some like palisades or something. And it also creates this really beautiful shadow on the ground. So I absolutely love this fence from the Get to Work expansion pack, I think it was. So these are sometimes my favorites or something. So then I started to stack these toddler stuff, light bulb chains, fairy light stuff, something like this, into the columns to give it like a little more, I don't know, sophisticated look. I really like those objects though. They are kind of multi-purpose. They have like lots of purposes that you can use them with. Multi-purpose something. I don't know what the adjective for this is, sorry. But yeah, I really liked it, and I was kind of confused that you can't see them if you have like the rooftop on, like this hide on, that you can see the rooftop as well. They kind of vanished then. But yeah, they are there. And you will see this, of course, in the video tour that I always do at the end. So these light bulbs are there, and I really like them. They are really cute. So then I saw that the roof is kind of sticking into my rooftop restaurant, and I used the slabs from the spa day. I think they are fountain slabs that your Sims can use to step on or something. I just wanted to hide them to give it like a more finished and clean look. So that was kind of repetitive to do, but I really like how it looks like. Kind of gives a more three-dimensional build style, since we don't have, of course, any foundations that I could use here to have different levels on the same level, though, so to speak, for the Sims. And yeah, they're really cute. Your Sims still will go like over them and like disregard them. They're not in a way. But anyways, I will put like lots and lots of the chairs and tables over there. So sometimes you won't see them. But yeah, I was really happy that I found them, because other shelves or something, they just wouldn't work. Then I wanted to do the exterior, like outside of the whole rooftop restaurant, since it looked a little bit still very bare. I knew that I wouldn't like to do, like I didn't want to do some columns all around the bigger, like concrete columns that I've already built with the room tool. So I decided to just slap lots and lots of these signs there that came with the Dine Out pack, I believe, I'm not sure. But to have them all around the whole rooftop. So this is kind of the advertising maybe for the rooftop restaurant, which is something that I also see here in the European cities a lot. Since, for example, in Spain there are a lot of rooftop restaurants and bars and everything. Been to like a couple of them already. I really love them. They are just adorable. Really cool, mostly in these old buildings, and usually they have kind of for the advertising on the roof or something that kind of still looks classy, but kind of that here is a rooftop restaurant, please come visit us. And I wanted to do something like this here as well. So then I went into the interior design, pretty simple, since I want to go with white and blue. This is like the only base color theme that I wanted to do here, to have it look really fresh, very modern, but still very fancy. So I went with the tables, dining tables with the cloth on it, which I really liked, and they still look like super fancy. I really love this. And yeah, I just stacked lots and lots of the dine out, like eating sofas or whatever they are, in there. They're really, really practical, and I always think it looks so fancy with these kinds of sofa couches, whatever. And then I was super, super happy to finally use the 4x4 dining table that came with the new laundry day stuff. And I used also the, I guess it's a cats and dogs chair, because it came with this blue cloth on it as well to make it look a little bit more fancy, since the table itself looks a little bit more rustic, since the laundry day stuff came with lots of rustic and like bohemian objects, just to spice it and like fancy it more up to make it look a little bit more elegant. But yeah, this is basically like the interior choice. By the way, there is no toilet here on this rooftop restaurant, since the whole building has like lots and lots of toilets already. So since I wanted to have like a huge space, I decided to just, you know, not use the toilet, since the whole building has like various toilets for all the other retail stores that are in there. So I kind of decided to not do, again, toilets. But yeah, they are like, if your Sims go like down the stairs, they are right away, like to the left, there are some toilets. Don't worry, there are toilets, no problem. So after I've done like the basic, I would say like basic, yeah, could I call it basic? Yeah, the basic interior design, I finally came to the conclusion that we may need some of these cooking stations, and was like, oh right, I need cooking stations. Where do I put them? So I deleted like one little corner and put 2 cook stations or kitchen stations, I can't remember what they are called in English again, in there, so at least your Sims get some food there. I thought it was like kind of funny that I totally forgot about the most essential thing of a restaurant, but yeah, here we go. So basically your Sims, if they sit like on one side of this whole restaurant, they can even watch like your cooks, chefs, whatever, prepare the meal. So I thought this is like a super cute idea and something that I would totally like to see, because I'm always kind of very interested what's like going on in these kitchens. I don't know if you feel the same. But then I thought maybe I should filter for all the objects that came with the dine out pack, because I also used this building to look at some of the objects again from all the packs. Maybe I've missed something, and I came up with this really cute aquarium that came with the dine out pack. It's a like square shaped aquarium, and I really like it. It's really cool, and I thought maybe it's like a fish restaurant, so they can maybe choose the lobster or whatever there is there, and so they have like a cute aquarium there or something. Maybe it's like also the mascot lionfish that you can probably put in there. Maybe some of you don't know, but the lionfish is my favorite fish or object in general in The Sims 4. And therefore my little drawing at the end of the end card and everything has like a lionfish, because I'm super lionfish, I don't know, like I'm a fan. After that I had like the basic, I would say, interior design and the layout of the whole thing. I decided to go with the clutter, at least like a little bit of clutter, since it's still like a fancy restaurant, so there's like not so much clutter everywhere. Although I would have loved to do this, but it went kind of against my modern fancy restaurant theme that I want to do here. So I decided to experiment a little bit with lights, since it's an open space and there the lighting isn't easy to do, since Sims, like the Sims game itself, only does the lighting in rooms. And we don't have a real room here. This is basically just like an open space for the Sims. So the lighting will be a little bit off. So under the rooftop thing, like under the roof, this is like considered as a room, and therefore the lighting works at night, which is really cute and beautiful looking. And I chose these cute little chandeliers that came also with the dine out pack. Here you can see me place the amazing, really cute looking aquarium. And then I just went with the table decorations, which will be like a little tea, what it's called? Candle lights. The small little round candle lights that I can't remember what they are called right now, but I'm pretty sure that I know what they are called. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure that some of you will put it in the comments down below, because you guys always keep me like, you always correct my English, which is amazing, and I really love it. I really learn the language so fast through my YouTube channel, so thanks for that already in advance. And yeah, this is basically everything. I kept it really clean and super, I would say, like not like super cluttered, but it's very detailed. There are really sleek and modern details everywhere, and I really hope that you are going to like this. If you want to download this, it's of course up on the Sims 4 gallery. I've put the download link in the video description down below. Please keep in mind, it's of course the download for the whole building number 4 for the Willow Creek campus. And yeah, I really hope that you like it. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe it inspired you for your gameplay. Maybe you want to play with this. It's in the downloads, of course. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please enjoy the video tour now, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!